Feel like I'm screaming at you. How's that? Is that better? Alright. This week was kind of awesome. Matt and Tanyetta and Kelly and them, they all had vacation Bible school, which is an awesome thing because it teaches our kids young and it gives them a place to turn back to. We went to Bible school every time we had a chance with his kids, and it helps build that foundation and that faith. And I read a joke here a while back, and it's kind of fitting for this. It says, I have the perfect son. Another father, two fathers talking. And he asked him, he said, well, does he smoke? And he said, no, he doesn't smoke. He said, well, does he drink whiskey? And he said, no, he doesn't drink. He says, does he ever come home late? And he said, nope, never been late. He said, I guess you really do have the perfect son. He said, how old is he? He said, he'll be 6 months next Wednesday. And that's kind of how our life goes in the morning. I'm just going to talk just a little bit, and then they're going to come up and do a summary of Bible school and stuff. But the things I want to talk about today is who we surround ourselves with and how they directly impact our lives. The groups or the cliques or the people that we surround ourselves with, how much influence they have. Proverbs 13:20 says, he that walketh with the wise shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. You know, it took me a long time to realize how much power other people have in our lives. I learned faith as a kid in Bible school and when the church was open, and I had that faith, but I strayed away from it for a while. And we talked about before, I always thought that we pick our friends, but a lot of times that's not the case. A lot of times our friends are just people like us in the same place we are. They like the same things we do. We have those little cliques or circles of people that we're the same. But it's amazing how much influence there is in them groups, in them circles. They make decisions for us when we choose to live the way they want us to say or think and be. If we're not mindful and careful, that doesn't change when we get older. You'll just be older doing the same old things. We think we pick our people, but in all reality, our people tend to pick us. Relationships and bonds are established on acceptance a lot of times. And that's what we have to watch for. We're accepted by these people, so they become our group. This is where we get into trouble as Christians sometimes. It said, walk with the wise and become wise. Associate with fools and you get in trouble. The people we surround ourselves have a direct impact on our lives and our decisions and our actions. For a long time, when I strayed away, it was hard to get back into the Christian life because I was still running with the same group of kids. And it seems that it's a whole lot easier for some of them to pull you down than it is for you to pull them up. And it took walking away from that group of kids for a long time before I had the strength that I could go back around them. And that's where we got to pick the people around us. We got to pick our groups. Our friends can add or they can take away from us. Galatians 6:2 says, carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Proverbs 18:24 says, one who is unreliable friends comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Proverbs 17:17, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. And this is probably one of my favorite ones, Proverbs 27:17. It says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. And like I said, a lot of times when we run with those cliques or those groups, if they're doing bad things, it's really easy for them to pull you back down. But when you get the strength and the courage and you've got the foundation under you that you can be around them, and then you start rubbing off on them, it does all the good in the world. It's a true witness. Our friends should add value to our lives. They should be people that make us better. True friends challenge us. True friends make us grow, and true friends love us when we don't even love ourselves. The right friend will always help us draw closer to God. and do what's right in God's eyes. And that's what we have to remember. We have so much going on in this world that it's easy to get sidetracked and get back into those cliques and those groups that pull us away from God instead of pushing us closer to Him. They talked about several deals in Vacation Bible School today. They're going to have a little film, and the kids are going to get up and they one of the deals is they talked about being on God's team. I played football when I was a kid, and I played all the way through high school, and then I was wore out. I didn't want to play more, but as a football player, you're on a team. We played 8-man football, and I was a quarterback and a linebacker. Those 7 guys in front of me didn't want to play, or they didn't want to play as a team. I was going to get creamed. So you have to be as a team, and God's team is the same way. You've got to have a team. You've got to have a team effort. But even when we was on that team, the one thing we had to do was study our place. We had to study what we were going to do in that game. And life's not much different. We have to study how we want to act, what we want to do. And that Bible is a playbook. We have to study that Bible. We have to read it. We have to understand it so that we know which path to take. If we don't, it's kind of like a team sport. You don't know what play the other team's going to run or the other players are going to run. You're going to be left standing alone. And that's what we have to remember. We have to remember to study and participate on God's team. We're going to say a word of prayer, and then the kids are going to come up. Matt and Miss Tanya is going to come up and take over. If you would just bow with me for just a second. Father, we thank you. We thank you for all that you bless us with, Lord. We thank you for the grace that you show us and the favor that you bestow upon us. We thank you for the Bible that you give us that we can study so that we know what we need to be doing, Lord. We know the path we need to take. We just ask that you guide and watch over everyone here, and we thank you for everyone that was here this week for Bible school, Father. And in your name we pray. Amen.
Are you an MVP? And so a most valuable player. And so we talked about, so with the older kids, we went over the disciples and the 12 disciples and how God had chosen them from birth. Like God had a purpose for